Hey, welcome to Soul Tape episode 14. I'm your host, Richard Mendez, and today we have with us Wires. You guys could please go around and introduce yourselves?
Yeah, my name is Max. I play bass and I sing.
Hi, I'm Andy Prado and I play drums.
Yo, what's up? I'm Travis and I play guitar.
Great. First thing I want to ask you guys today is how'd you guys meet? How'd you guys come together and create this trio?
Back in 2011, I was playing in this other band and I was writing songs for them, and some of them would hit and then some wouldn't, but like I still liked them, so I still wanted to perform them, so I just kind of hit up some friends. And then with that original lineup, Travis and I played a show together. Probably what? Like that. It wasn't too long after that. It was like 2013 or 14 or something like that. Yeah, dude. Anyways, so then after the first guitarist left, then Travis joined, and then the drummer also left like not too long after that. And then we were kind of like, well, what do we do? A friend of ours introduced us to Andy, and that, you know, pretty much brought us to where we are now.
And how long have you guys been playing together?
This lineup since...
2018.
2018.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So, like, you guys were just getting started and then the pandemic happened. Screwed you guys over like did everybody else.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's crazy because, like, we hooked up, like, probably, like, May 2018, something like that. And then we played, and then early 2019, I had to quit the band because of personal reasons. You guys remember that? So I was really only with them for, like, 6-7 months, give or take. And then I didn't reconnect with them till January of 2020.
Okay.
Like months before the pandemic, you know,
damn.
and I hadn't seen them for like probably a year and a half. They did a whole tour. I mean, they were busy, and I was doing my thing all of 2019. You know, once I like recollected myself, and yeah, so damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
We didn't really start playing probably like late 2020 during the pandemic. We started rehearsing. Remember?
Yeah.
Well,
Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
At downtown.
Yeah, and then there's another friend of ours, and he was doing some like live stream shows during 2020, so then that was a good like rekindling of everything like that. So we were able to get together and we did shows with him, and then we also performed together like as we could, as it was safe and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead. Were you about to say something?
No, that was it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And I know you guys were just on tour in Asia, correct?
Yeah. We just got back from Japan. We were there for pretty much all of May, and it was sick. It was really cool to go over there and, you know, be performing like our own music and stuff.
They receive you well?
Yeah.
There? I mean, because there's like dude, I'm going to say it. You guys are fucking amazing musicians. I can only dream of being as good as you guys.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
But I know there's a whole like jazz fusion like crowd out there that like they're all about, they created it, right? So, you know, you guys going over there and not to say your music is jazz fusion, but holy shit, like it might as well be, because it's like, you know, again, it's far beyond my knowledge of music and what you guys can do. Like I'm a novice compared to you guys, but I can only imagine it being well received out there, right?
Yeah, and I think you're right. I mean, we check a lot of those boxes. That was a lot of, especially the record we just put out, it was kind of like my like love letter to like prog music and like early fusion, like Mahavishnu Orchestra and prog bands like King Crimson. I'm a huge Mars Volta fan. That's the reason why I continued on as a musician and took it seriously. And there's, you know, if you put our musical interests on a Venn diagram, there'd be like a lot of overlap. Like Andy's a big fusion head. A lot of what we listen to is similar to that stuff, or, you know, it's like mathy, kind of that, like odd time signature stuff. So yeah.
I know we got a math guy that loves this kind of music, Amar. He's over there behind the curtain. We still haven't got that Amar cam.
Shout out Amar. What up, bro?
Yeah, we need the Amar cam.
This guy was like, I gotta be there. He's like, I'm gonna call off work. I gotta be there. I gotta see these guys. I was like, sure, dude. Like,
hey, we're playing a show tomorrow. Come through, guys.
Yeah,
dude. Permanent Records live.
Yeah, I know this show won't be out in time, but I'll post a clip here because I'm gonna be there. All right. Yeah, dude, it's gonna be fucking dope. I'm gonna be there. I love Permanent House Records. Got the record store in the back. That's where I met you.
That's right.
Right?
Oh,
That's
shit.
right. Yeah.
Wait, so you coming through tomorrow night?
I'll fucking be there, dude.
Bro, all y'all should come through tomorrow night, man.
Yeah.
And we'll take a drink.
Dude, it's a dope ass venue. I don't know the owner or whatnot, but I read about it, and yeah, they're really local. Like what they're doing for the community there is great. Parking sucks, but it's a dope ass place.
Yeah.
But with I want to hear you guys play. So
Sweet.
let's get right into it.
Yeah.
Oh man, let's do it.
from any of before I call for long die. No matter what I do, the words won't come out no matter how hard I try. Nobody my breakdown, I got nothing but bad intentions. If my head becomes another way, I'm gonna fail again.
Travis, your solo was killing too. We backed you up, dog. Would you rather wipe my ass for me?
All right.
For me.
Well, what an amazing performance, guys. I mean, I'm impressed, you know. Dude,
I appreciate that.
We
appreciate that.
Yeah, so I've seen you play with another band. I've seen you play with another band. I haven't seen you play with another band. I've seen you play at we need fucking Amar's camera. But we went to the jazz club in downtown LA recently. You played with what's the name of that band? The guy that plays the piano.
Holy fuck! You were at Stowaway?
Yeah. I was at Stowaway. I was in the corner.
That was a wild night for me after, man.
Oh,
in a good way.
Wild for you?
It was Austin wild.
You don't get crazy.
I don't get crazy.
But yeah,
you guys were there?
Yeah, I was there with my girl. Amar was there too. He's
y'all should have said hi, bro.
Yeah, you just you were doing your thing, But
did you guys like the show?
It was amazing. Again, you brought some of what you did that night here tonight, and fuck, I can't say enough about that. Can we talk about your guys' inspirations? I know we went over them in the beginning, but can we go over them again, just a little bit more detail? What made you pick up the bass and get as good as you are?
Well, thank you. That was nice of you. So I got a guitar when I was 12, and this is like pre like YouTube and everything like that. So I just had like no frame of reference for like how to actually play it, and a lot of the stuff I liked had like really like distorted guitar. So it's like Linkin Park era.
Yeah.
So, you're hearing these big guitar tones, and like in my 12-year-old brain or whatever, I was like, oh, they must be pushing down all the strings at the same time, because like how else would that sound that big?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm like playing out of an amp like this big, so it's like so anyway.
Yeah.
And then two of my friends in my neighborhood were already really good at guitar, and we were a good friend group, and we wanted to play together. So they were like, well, we don't need 3 guitarists, so why don't you play drums or bass? And my sister wound up playing drums, and then I wound up picking bass, but I almost played drums. I almost went over to drums. But as soon as I got a bass, it was weird, because it was like I immediately was like, oh, that's that sound in music. And back then, I guess not as many people were choosing this as their primary instrument. It was like usually like it's a guitar player that picks it up or something.
You want to be the lead, or you want to be the drummer banging around.
Exactly.
The bass player is not really. That's the rite of passage for every bass player. It's like I was a guitar player, and they needed a bass player. You get on bass and you realize you love it.
Yeah. And then I guess so for me, I was like, I didn't really, the guitar, I didn't really go too far with it at that point. So like, but bass, and it was like, I think the same month that I got my first bass, I was in bands, and I've never not been in bands since then. So that was like 20 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. And there's been a lot of influences along the way. Like, the first one for me was actually Cliff Burton from Metallica. Cliff from Metallica, dude. Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Got a Metallica head over here.
Yeah, hell yeah. One time, like when it was like the anniversary of his passing, someone said R.I.P. in peace, and they were like getting roasted, and he was like, no, rip in peace. And I was like, oh, that's kind of tight. That's kind of tight. But after that, it was like I had like a kind of like a classic rock phase, and then that was dovetailed with like me discovering Mars Volta, and their bassist went to Musicians Institute, and because of that I wound up going to Musicians Institute as well, because I was like, I was like, I want to eat the same stuff that these guys eat. I want to wear the same clothes. I'm gonna watch the same movies. I was like obsessed.
Damn.
I'm still vegan right now because of Mars Volta, like for real.
Oh
like,
wow,
like,
dude.
Like since 2007 or something like that.
Wow.
Like,
you were a stan.
Dude. Yeah.
You were a stan.
Yeah, because I was like, if I do everything like them, I'm gonna write that same stuff. Because I just like, I wanted there to be more of that music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get you.
Yeah.
Dude, you were a vegan before there was the word for being a vegan, dude.
Before Beyond. Before Beyond Burgers.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Cool.
Dude, that's tight. Like you have a sick ass story, and you're. So classic. You go from classic rock, and how'd you get into like? I mean, you said Mars Volta, but like, and then the Musicians Institute.
Mm-hmm.
Is that where you started learning how to play like jazz fusion and things like that, or?
Yeah, totally. And they're sort of like one and the same, because those shows back then with like Volta, it was such like a hang. Like a
Mhm.
lot of people would get there the day prior to the show.
Yeah.
And it was like a little camp would set up.
Oh,
in front of-
really?
yeah, dude. Like I camped out a bunch of times. Like
Jesus.
mhm.
I gotta look that up. That's a rabbit hole I gotta go down.
Yeah,
That's
that was
crazy.
They had such a sick run for like
Yeah.
15 years. They were just
No,
like,
they're super dope.
yeah. And I mean like 2.5 hours, no opener. Cedric's like
Damn.
jumping around on stage in
Yeah.
like boots and stuff like that. Like, come on,
Holy
you know what I
shit.
mean? Like, so making friends in that space, they were like, have you heard this band? And I mean, dude, I've like everything from like Afrobeat to like Mastodon, Bad Brains, Bjork, Square Pusher. I found out about all those bands from Mars Volta fans.
Wow.
And then at Musicians Institute, you like, especially back then, you know, they want you to have a wide variety of influences, and the bass teachers there were really cool dudes. And one of the things that I think sunk my teeth into then was like Latin music,
Mm-hmm.
and because I just really liked a lot of those rhythms, and
Yeah.
then Volta obviously, but
Yeah.
then the fusion stuff was just sort of like, I guess if you had the ability
Yeah.
and if you were cool, I mean, that's how it is anyway. Like no matter what realm or genre you play, if you have the skill and you're like a good hang,
Yeah.
that's like the only two things you
Oh, dude, tell me about it. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't have the skill, but I know I'm a decent hang.
need. Yeah, no, that actually
Shit.
that matters. That matters as much as the ability. Honestly,
Sure.
like people don't always want you to shred and do flashy stuff. They just want you
Yeah.
to hold it down and be cool. Like,
Yeah,
that's
do
pretty
your
much it.
job, kind of, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
without causing a ruckus, right?
Big time.
Damn. Travis, what about you? Can you talk about some of your influences?
Yeah, so kind of
I love these guys, man.
a bit similar to Max, like, but how I started playing music was kind of stupid, actually. I went to so I'm going into middle school, right? You got to pick an elective. Like, kind of lazy. I'm gonna just pick some computer class, you know. Class is full. They just throw me in band.
Oh
I
shit.
don't know what I'm doing in here.
That's how you ended up playing guitar?
Yeah,
Because
well,
in the elective?
I wanted to play drums. There was like 18 drummers just
Dude.
freaking smashing everything.
Right.
And
I
the
ended
tea-
up in a band because similarly, as in, it wasn't because of the music. They had at the end of the year they did a competition, and right after the competition they went to Knott's Berry Farm, and I was going to Knott's Berry Farm, so I joined band. I played clarinet, and then right after I went to Knott's Berry Farm, like next semester I just quit band.
Oh yeah.
But
Played the
yeah,
system, for
so you were saying.
Yeah, so there's too many drummers, and the teacher, she's like, we have a guitar here. And I just started playing guitar, and that was it, really. When I got up to high school, then it was the opposite problem. There's too many guitar players. So I'm in the jazz ensemble. There's like 5 guitar players. So the teacher's like, yo, we don't have a bass player. And you could play bass on every song. You could play guitar on every 5 songs, you know? So, like, I'm trying to play. So I played bass and jazz ensemble all through high school. But at the same time, I was playing with any band I could play with. I was playing with a lot of ska bands. I played in like a rock and roll band. Like they play like Motley Crue type stuff. And then I just wanted to play with whoever. I played with like a Latin rock band for a while.
So you were just trying to like really get yourself out there and play as much different music as you can.
Yeah, exactly. As much different types of music as I could until I started playing like more like it's like progressive stuff.
Yeah.
And then met up with this clown over here, and then that's it, really.
How long have you
know?
guys known each other again?
Too long.
Yeah.
Too long. It sucked. The whole thing's been terrible.
Yeah. I don't know why we're still playing together.
Yeah.
We haven't fought yet.
We could go right now.
Yeah.
If you want to go, we go outside.
Can we set up a ring right here?
That'd be a soul tape first. Yeah.
Do the under over, like who's gonna win?
Yeah.
Like, who's gonna hit who first?
Well, you're slow as fuck. So.
We'll have a
You're slow as fuck. Like,
we'll have a Wires 2.0 where they get down, place your bets now.
Like
Yes.
in the
celebrity
comments.
deathmatch.
I'll put my
Yeah.
bets on that.
I know I put my on the bass. Come on.
Let's go.
Heavier
Oh,
instrument. He's got to carry the
Trav.
bass amp. You know, he's got those legs, the height. No disrespect, but he could probably get you with those fingers because you know they're everywhere.
No Diddy. Yeah, but yeah, I
No
could.
Diddy.
No Diddy, bro.
Yeah.
And Andy, you know, I know you got a lot to say about this. Where are your inspirations from?
Well, I mean, for me, I knew I was born to just play music, you know, whether it would have been the drums or any other instrument, but I think I was meant to play this instrument. I started doing beats when I was like 2 years old, dude. My mom and my dad and my aunt tell me that I do like
Sick.
when I was 2.
Yeah.
Started playing at church when I was 4, and then
Whoa.
I've never stopped since. But my early influences as a child was more like Stevie Wonder, Twin and Fire, Phil Collins, rock en español like Maná.
Yeah, good, really good.
Maná,
fucking
you know,
bangers, yeah.
bands like Linkin Park in the
Ah.
90s. But early thousands, one of my cousins gave me a gospel CD. It was like, I remember it was a Kirk Franklin Christmas
Mm.
CD, and then when I heard that and that style and that expression of art on the drums,
Mhm.
I was like, oh my God, I didn't know you could express yourself that way on the drums. And then fast forward to high school, I joined the jazz band. And mind you, this whole time I've been playing nonstop, you know, at church, at home, since like 2, 4.
Yeah.
I actually started playing to Los Temerarios when I was a kid. You guys
Oh.
know that band?
I know he does.
Los Temerarios? You guys know Los
Jesse.
Temerarios?
I don't know him, but I know Jesse right here. He's our rock en español connoisseur.
Oh man, yeah, Los Temerarios is like a bolero romántico, kind of like in the realm of Los Bukis, kind of, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's what I would play to when I was a kid. So I didn't come from musical royalty. I had to really grind and fight for who I am today. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like really, me rebusqué. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So fast forward 16. I'm 16 years old. I'm a 10th grader. Someone gives me a Dennis Chambers VHS tape.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and it was actually a DCI Hudson VHS tape. It had like Simon Phillips.
Give me 1 second. I think there's somebody watching a video. Is that Amar's dad?
Oh, I hear it.
Jesus Christ.
And these are
Amar,
commercials.
when people finally see your face, they're gonna hunt you down, dude.
¿Qué estás haciendo?
So, este programa ha sido traído por Sábado Gigante, FAMSA, Familia Morileche y Televisa.
Yeah, so that, like you said, you really had to grind and find your influences. You had to go look for that kind of music that you wanted to play.
Yeah,
help
like
you
I
express
was
yourself.
I was introduced into jazz and into jazz fusion because they're separate, right?
Yeah.
When I was 16.
Oh shit.
And then from there, I just like Max said, like once you found something,
yeah.
you wanted to dress like it, you wanted to talk like
yeah.
it, you wanted to play everything there. Like Dennis
Yeah.
Chambers was like the reason why I wanted to play Evans, I wanted to play Siljan, I wanted to play Pearl. I started do everything Dennis would do. Like I started chewing gum and I would play. Like literally, I wanted to do everything. I can't grow curls, or else I would have grown curls like Max. But I would have done it. You know, like that was
Yeah.
just my guy. Like when I saw Dennis play, I was 16. I was like, wow, like this is just another level.
Yeah.
So then I did Guitar Center Drum Off when I was 17.
Holy shit.
I lost, and then
fuck.
one of the judges was like, "Yo, I actually know this guy. His name's Dave Village, who, funny enough, ended up playing for the Mars
Oh, really?
Volta."
I
Yeah,
didn't know that, dude. You know something before?
So I took lessons from Dave Village
Oh, yeah.
for
yeah.
3 years, twice a month, and my dad would drive me because I couldn't drive. 17, 18, I still didn't have a car, so my dad would take me to my lessons twice a month with this Dave Village guy.
Yeah.
And I was with him twice a month for 3 years, and he taught me how to read. He showed like tons of drum books, tons of like material, tons of albums and records. He gave me hundreds of albums to listen to. And then that's, I started getting into all the hardcore swing era, hardcore, hard bop, bebop, swing, like avant-garde jazz, like, Ornette Coleman, like all that, John Coltrane, like all that
Yeah.
shit. And then the jazz fusion, Mahavishnu, like, and then the new guys, Thomas Pridge, like, dude, I just got so obsessed
Yeah.
that it was like 24/7
Yeah.
for like years, dude.
And you guys
And-
are obsessive you practice
Oh, yeah.
a lot. I mean, I can hear it. I mean, shit. I wish I had the discipline and dude, I'm just so jealous right now. Just like fuck, man. He's playing 8 strings. I can barely play the top 4. You know what I mean?
You can't even count that high. That's the crazy
right?
part too.
I was
Yeah,
about-
yeah,
It has
dude, I-
an 8.
Shit, man, I could barely
didn't even
play a
know that.
G-string.
yeah.
Um,
That's 8.
How you said
Okay.
you had a teacher? That's very important, right? I mean, getting someone that can kind of guide you through learning, correcting your mistakes and things like that, right?
Yeah, it is important if you don't come from a background where you don't know where to go. I mean, obviously you got your the people that are like geniuses, and just they're
Naturally
just natural,
talented,
you know.
yeah.
I had some of the natural, but I needed someone to guide me.
Yeah.
If I wouldn't have had that, I mean, I don't know if I'd be here today. Maybe it just maybe would have taken me longer. It still took me long though. It still took me a long time to really find myself in the on this instrument.
Yeah.
You know? Like it's a process.
I wanted to. You were talking about like the stuff you wanted to play, the Evans and Zildjians, and because you wanted to be like the greats. Can we talk about your gear today? What are you working with right now? You brought your own drum set.
Yes.
It's a Tama.
So I'm currently part of the Tama team. Mino, Remo, Dope Sticks, which is a private company from Eric Moore, the drummer.
Yeah.
So he's like one of my mentors. He's been kind to me for like the last 7 years, and Drum Dots, and that's pretty much it, I think.
What about a kick pedal? What you got down there?
This is a 50th anniversary Iron Cobra that they just released this year. They only made a couple, and I was like, man, I need one. Can you send me one? And they sent me.
Sick.
I wanted a double pedal, so they sent me this one. But it's like, it has like a whole skateboard kind of colors on it, or like just like art. They just plastered art on it.
Oh fuck yeah! We'll get a shot of that later.
Yeah,
We'll
it's a beautiful pedal, man.
Sick.
And I wanted one of those.
And what about your cymbals? Are you doing a Zildjian or
no?
Oh, you said Mano? I'm sorry.
I mean, during your career, you start finding your own sound and voice. So like, I went away from the Zildjian sound and trying to find my own sound.
Mm-hmm.
I was with Paiste originally, just switched to Mino. I've only been with them for months actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
These are Mino cymbals. I just switched to them, and they are like literally what I had been searching for. Especially like playing with them. I have to play, like playing with these guys. Like, it's a particular sound that it has to like project, because their instruments are really loud and like in your face.
Oh yeah, I had a tough time mixing you guys right just now. I mean, I know you guys can hear it, but hopefully I fixed it and made it sound better. And I listened to you guys' music on the way here. I listened to it a few days ago, and I was like, holy shit! Like, it's like very I don't know if this is even a word, but atmospheric. Like, I feel like I'm in there.
It's like that's
the drums are like a big part of that. The cymbals, right? Because they create that.
Yes,
that
the cymbals are a huge
sound.
part. Yes, So I wanted something bright but dark, and Paiste just wasn't. I mean, hey, I still love you guys, Paiste. Like, if you guys are Javier, I love you.
You can bleep out their name if you want.
Javier, motherfucker. But these just they blend well with the sound.
And Max, so I see you got a headless bass. You know, from the noobs think that's very controversial not having a headstock.
Yeah.
But I noticed only pros play headless.
Until I got
instruments,
one.
right?
Yeah. Now anybody can get
No,
it.
you're great. So can you talk about that? What brand is that? What's that like?
Yeah, this is a Kiesel, and I think they were originally Kiesel, and then they were Carvin for a while.
No, so Carvin and then Kiesel.
Carvin and then Kiesel, right?
Okay, but they were never Kiesel at first.
I don't think so. No.
I recognize the name Carvin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was Carvin, and Carvin became Kiesel. No, it is. It's just Kiesel now. That's what they call them. And they don't make like amps and stuff anymore. I don't think at least. But anywho, I wanted something. This was a pandemic purchase. So, when I was getting all that free government money, I was like, let me do something, let me just get something decked out. And I wasn't actually too stoked on the headless thing at first. Like, I was kind of like, it was just felt or looked kind of strange to me.
Yeah.
And then like those Strandberg ones that also do that.
Yeah.
Historically, I thought it looked kind of like nerdy just because of like the type of.
I'm with you on that, but I get it too. Like, I'm like, I was just talking to an old friend about that. Like, dude, I'm about to get me that Strandberg one because it just plays so nice. It has all the positions you can have it in. Yeah. Like, it's a great.
And it's also cool too because like if on the offhand chance you do need to like kind of adjust the tuning a little bit, you can just kind of like tweak it a little bit. Also because it's all like compact. Yeah. It doesn't really ever get out of tune. And then one thing we learned recently actually was like the smaller footprint. It's like a lot easier to travel with. Like they don't give you as much of a hard time on flights and stuff. But it has the fan frets, so throughout the neck, everything's in tune. And then it has this like 0 fret thing. So the idea there is that the open string sounds the same as a fretted note. Yeah. And what else is about it? Okay, so then the other part of this was I wanted to model it after something anime related.
Can you name it so we could post a picture right here?
Yeah, like that. The name of the anime?
Yeah.
Inuyasha.
Inuyasha.
Yeah, Inuyasha.
Oh, so we
yeah.
had another band, Lazy Susan,
Uh-huh.
and their whole thing, like they had the guitar player was like, you got to get this bass, and I'll have this guitar, so we look just like the anime. And
Sick. Yeah.
you know, they had emojis hanging out for the guitars and everything. It
Oh,
was
that's
crazy.
dope. That's dope.
it was-
Yeah. Yeah,
That's cool.
I like stuff like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, this was like, so this is like the main character. This is the same color as like the outfit he has on, and then if you, I don't know if you watch that show, there's like this thing where they have these like jewel shards.
Yeah.
So, I picked some of the features of it based on like those aesthetics and stuff. So this is like the colors, mostly the color scheme is modeled after that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is like my, like, you
Pride
know,
and joy, huh?
yeah, the other
Dude,
ones
that
I
thing's
have,
beautiful.
thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have like fenders and stuff like that. I try
Uh-huh.
to have a base for each like need that I might
Mhm.
have.
Yeah.
And this is like the one, this has become kind of like my default unless people want something specific, but I love it. It does everything I need it to do and plays like a dream, you know.
And what about your pedal board? Jesse, you mind getting a quick shot of that? What can you? I know you know you have your bass pedals, and then you
Yeah.
also had your vocal pedal. Can you talk about your bass pedals? Like what's your chain like or anything? If you don't
Yeah.
want to talk about them, that's cool too.
Yeah,
but
no, yeah, for sure. I used to do, back to the Volta thing, right? I had
Mhm.
like it was like L-shaped for a while.
Oh,
like
wow.
I had a bunch of them.
Jesus.
And it was cool, you know, and it's like good for the bands I was playing in at the time. I could tweak stuff, and if an idea came to me like in the moment, I could hit it, and then sometimes that sparked a new
Yeah.
idea, and the song would kind of take shape from there. Right now, it's there's nothing super duper crazy on here. I have this thing called the Rainbow Machine, and that was that like kind of riser sound that I
Yeah.
did for like a second.
Yeah.
And then that does some other weird sounds too. And then other than that, it's pretty straightforward as far as the bass stuff goes. Like I have a filter, I have a delay, 2 distortions, an octave, a tuner, of course. So, but I do have like other weird stuff like ring modulators and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I sold a few things when we were getting ready to leave for Japan, just so,
Yeah.
you know. And then for vocals, I have the TC Helicon Voice Live,
Mhm.
and that does a ton of stuff too, but
That sounded great.
cool. Yeah, I'm
Sounds
glad. I'm glad.
amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, but yeah, that's awesome, and it's very like, very approachable. It's not too heady, detail oriented, where you really got to get in there and tweak stuff. You know, you can really just kind of like I was able to tweak it right now pretty
Yeah.
easily and
Yeah. No, I was like, yo, turn the thing off. And
Yeah.
just did it right then and there.
stuff. Yeah. So
Um,
yeah.
And Travis, let's talk about your gear. What are you playing today? You got this 8 strings, confusing the fuck out of me. No, I'm just kidding.
I didn't even know it was
it's
8 strings till right now.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
This is also Kiesel.
Oh, can you get it up to the mic a little bit better?
Oh yeah, this
Yeah.
is also this is also a Kiesel guitar.
For those just
Um,
listening, he put his guitar up to the microphone.
Yeah, listen to
It's a Kegel guitar.
Kiesel.
Kiesel. I'm not making fun of it. That was an accident.
no, that's what it is now. Yeah, we got Kegel guitars.
Kiesel guitar.
Yeah, so I
Well,
got
they got
I got
Kegels.
real lucky with this. My other guitar just a 90s Fender Strat.
Oh, okay.
That's like same kind of like pastel colored, but it's a surf green
Mm-hmm.
with the matching headstock also. So I saw
Ooh.
this, and I actually tried to buy it because I needed it to get it for another gig.
Yeah.
So I was gonna buy one off Sweetwater, and then they emailed me like, "Oh, this guitar's sold out." So I went right away on Kiesel. They had this one. Drove down the next day, picked it up, and so it fits with my other guitar perfect as far as looks goes.
And what's that low string? What does that go down to?
F sharp,
F sharp.
F sharp, B, and then standard guitar tuning.
How thick is that? Is it like a bass? Would you say like a high? Probably like as oh, it's thicker than his
It's-
high one, huh?
Yeah,
Shit.
I think so.
Yeah.
Damn. Now
Yeah,
you were all over
mine's
that thing.
thicker than his for sure.
All
So,
Diddy.
this is a children's show.
Like
Oh, 'cause you're on
This
it?
is
Hey.
Nick Jr. Okay,
you're
we
on
can't-
Wires
yeah.
2.0.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
ready for a
guys.
showdown?
This
They're
is-
gonna measure
yeah.
each
This
other's
is
dick.
definitely 2.0. This is gonna come out on PBS.
And
bro.
I stopped myself
You're
because
talking
I was
about-
like, oh, it says the D string, and I was like, I can't. There's like,
Bro.
like
There's so many
Never
things
mind.
I've been wanting
Yeah.
to say the whole interview.
Dude,
but I'm like,
just say
oh,
them.
God.
There's no
I was just talking
censorship.
about the strings.
2.0.
So I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I'm talking about girth and shit.
But and I love your pedal board because I just got me the Helix LT,
Oh, sick.
and because I had the knobs and all that, then I switched to a Line 6 Pod Go. That was great,
Mhm.
but then I was like, damn, it's like limited because you can only have like 3 pedals plus like your EQ and compressor and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I got the Helix LT, and now I'm just like in love, dude. And I know you have is that a head rush? No, that's
This is the
can't
Quad
remember.
Cortex.
Quad Cortex. Yeah,
So-
that's like the competition.
I think in a couple years, I'm not even gonna have a guitar at this point.
Oh.
I used to have my amp, and I had a big pedal board. Then I got a smaller board, smaller amp. Now I just use this, and then.
Dude, I
next-
seen you pull that out when you're like, dude, go the eye with it. I was like, beautiful, dude. I love
It's
that.
so easy.
Yeah. And then you also
Especially-
have the pedal on the side, expression pedal too.
Yeah, I mostly just use it for volume.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, sick. Let me see. Let's talk a little bit more about your Asia tour.
Oh, sure, yeah.
What was your probably most excuse me? What was your most memorable experience from that?
Food.
Yeah, yeah. The food was.
Realistically, food. Yeah.
All three of you guys went?
It was. We
I
had
couldn't
like,
go.
you have some
Oh,
like
shit.
scheduling stuff.
We
but-
had another drummer,
like
good
a-
friend of mine, Joe Turcott. Love you.
Yeah. Shout out to Joel.
Joey Joe. Hungry.
That's how he sounds. Actually.
That's exactly how his voice sounds. That's a spot on impression of Joel Turcott.
But
Joel-
Joel
I'm gonna-
Turcott.
I'm gonna
He
find
plays
him.
in Royal Coda, and that's exactly
yeah,
what
he's
his
on
voice
tour
sounds
right
like.
now.
Joel
Yeah,
Turcotti.
yeah. Turcotti.
But for real, like I think for me the attentiveness of the fans there, like the
Yeah.
second a band starts,
Yeah.
everyone stops their conversation, stops what they're doing, and they go and they watch the band, and they dance and they have a good time.
We hear that from a ton of other artists that tour in Asia.
Mhm.
They're like, yeah, they love playing there because they feel like they're being seen.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
we're spoiled here in the USA. So like, cause everyone tours in the USA.
Mhm.
So, you know, people are getting drunk, acting a fool,
Yeah.
and not paying attention to the bands. But what is your least favorite thing about touring in Asia?
Oh, okay. Well, there is one, but it wasn't.
Driving on the wrong side.
Just like carrying all the stuff on the trains got a little tiring after a while. But
yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
like that was it. Like there wasn't anything that like was sour about it at all. Like Travis was saying, there was like loud applause and cheering like after songs and like after the sets and everything like that. And because of how people get around out there, like everyone pretty much gets around on the train. So all the venues are like fully backlined, and it's good stuff, you know, because they know people are going to need it.
Yeah.
So that was really dope. And then
That's
yeah,
sick. So you guys are just like traveling with your gear on your back. That's fucking
yeah,
sick.
it was
we
just-
literally walked to 2 of the gigs.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was so easy to get around.
They put us up in an apartment while we were there. Like,
Fuck.
I know, dude.
That's
yeah.
the best, dude.
Yeah, it was hard to justify coming back a little bit, you know, because
Oh shit! Like, dude, I'm a king over here. What the
well,
fuck?
it was just nice. And then there was a couple folks over there that were like, why do so many people from America like to come here? And I was like, go come here, and then you'll know why. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it's not that it's horrible here, but it's just
I mean, it's a very developed area, and like
Yeah.
it's cleaner out here. I've never been,
Mhm.
but I see a lot of people that I follow on famous people I follow go there, and they all say the same thing. Like you said, people pay attention.
Yeah.
Travel, everything you just talked about. Like, I got to go there myself now.
Yeah.
Soul Tape Asia coming soon.
Let's go.
There we go.
Yeah.
So you guys I know you guys got a show tomorrow that I'm gonna pull up to. Maybe Jesse, maybe I know Amar, maybe Vic, but we're gonna excited to see you guys in front of a crowd, and I'll try to be on my best Asian behavior.
There you go. Yeah.
But what other shows you guys got coming up that we can talk about so that people can be hired, bro? We need a drum. Just yeah.
Exactly.
Asian behavior. That's funny.
I think we have some in. I think we have another one in July and
No, August.
That's August.
August. Yeah.
That one spot in
Huntington.
by the ocean. Huntington Beach.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're doing actually someone. Okay, so there was we're gonna be playing for like 2 hours
Mhm.
in August, down in Huntington.
Fuck, 2 hours.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun because
That's
like
nice.
we'll probably kind of like
We'll probably be drunk by the end of it.
definitely.
Hell
But,
yeah. I'll post the flyer up right here. There's a flyer for it. Right?
Not yet, but probably
Oh, yeah.
by the time.
Post the flyer up here.
Yeah, I'll get that over to you.
Exact
Sick.
date is August 22nd. It's a Thursday night.
Okay, perfect.
Let's go.
And I know you guys just released a track too. What's forgive me, what's the name of that again?
Well, we have an album out, and I think what is it? July 1st will be the 1 year anniversary of that.
Sick.
Yeah, and that's the Golden Age. That's the one we have out right now. And then the last song we just played is actually that's kind of a premiere, isn't it? Because we have it. We have it. Yeah. So the last song we played was called, or it is called Annihilation. That'll be on the next record, and that was our first time performing it where it's going to be like out and available to the world. So
hell yeah.
Yeah, and we've been piecing together like new songs and stuff like that. Like we tried out a couple new songs when we played out. We did like it wasn't a official South by Southwest stage, but we played out in Austin at a venue out there, and during that time, and we played like 2 or 3 new songs.
Yeah.
And the response out there was really good too. Like I think LA is, in my opinion, going through like a little bit of an identity crisis, and there's a lot of stuff to do. Yeah. So it's like when you're trying to watch something, there's so many movies, you're like, and you kind of just get. I
mean, we're spoiled with entertainment here, for sure, because you get all the best musicians coming out here, all the best actors, a little bit of the best of everything, even the restaurants, right? We're spoiled with that. We got the water, we got the mountains.
Exactly.
So like, yeah, I mean, because I've been to Texas, I've been to New York, I've been Florida, and yeah, dude, like out there they really appreciate things, but I feel like LA is just for spoiled brats, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot to do, you know what I mean? So so you wind up just kind of like waiting around for the best option.
Yeah, it's great for this show because we get bands like Wires.
Well, thank you for having us.
Well, I really appreciate you guys' time. Thank you so much for putting on an awesome show for my crew and I. We really appreciate it.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
Go check out Wires at a show near you. Special thanks to our crew. They make this all happen. Jesse Chaos, Amar Fuentes,
shout out
and Victor.
to the crew.
Again, thank you everyone for tuning in. Y'all have a good night.